Well, so we're going to talk about sacrifice. Sacrifice this morning. So, you know, I've been working on this Twitter thing. You guys got to help me with this technology, with this social media. So what I've been doing with the Twitter, now you can, by the way, if you go on the website, you can connect to the Twitter, the tweets that I send out. And what I have been doing in the past is whatever the lesson is for the day, whatever the theme is that I'm working on, I will send out little messages that have to do with that. But then I came to realize that that's really not, I mean, it's okay. It's people have said that they enjoy it, but what this Twitter really is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm getting the impression that what it is like it's like you tell people where you're going and what you're doing all day long. I don't know that you want to know that about me, right? Now you may want to know something, but it seems kind of odd. But then I was sitting here a couple weeks ago, and I'm watching. I'm all excited about the History Channel says they're going to do this series, the Bible series, right? So I'm thinking, oh man, this History Channel, I like a lot of things they do. I think might be cool. I think some of the things they do are very odd and don't have anything to do with history. But anyway, I'm watching it, and then I realize that it's totally that it's not accurate. I mean, it's not accurate in a large degree. It was amazing to me how off they had the story. And then I realized that it was really just a television production, and that they were using the themes and the characters in the Bible as like for a TV soap opera kind of thing. And so then I tweeted about it. I tweeted. Yes, I tweeted. And now listen, let me just share with you. Yeah. Now, okay, so here's the tweets in case you missed them. We're going to have a tweet recap. Watching a new series on History Channel, The Bible. Not good. First, the Bible's not history. Second, the series doesn't even have the courage to present the stories accurately. Then the next tweet that comes after that, okay, I'm going to stop watching. Really disappointing. Couldn't even get the essence right. Now, then after I sent those, Eric called and said, that's how you're supposed to use Twitter. Your rants. So now I find out that that's what Twitter's for. You're supposed to tweet your little angry rants that you have during the day, and that's what people will really appreciate.
Or your witty observations.
Yes, yes, which usually are derogatory in some way. They're usually cutting wit, right? So, but then my next tweet is, my peace extends to those around me. That's usually what I want to send out, right? But, okay, so a couple of things that I want to talk about concerning this, because it goes with this theme of sacrifice. So, the particular episode had to do with Abraham and Sarah. And the first incorrect thing was that Abraham's name at the time that the story started was not Abraham, it was Abram. And Sarah's name wasn't Sarah, it was Sarai. And they were, Abram was a very holy man. And when I say holy, I mean he was immersed in the presence of God. I mean, this is what the story is about. He is immersed in the presence of God, and he gets guidance from this presence on what he's supposed to do. And he gets this inspiration that he is to be the father of a nation. And Abram actually means father. Abram means father. And so he gets this inspiration, and he tells his wife, Sarai, that he's going to father this nation, that people are, and now she's already past the age of having children. And so she says, well, it's not going to happen. And so what she does is she says, well, okay, I see you've got this, you just got this in your head that you're going to be the father of a nation, and so here, take my servant, Hagar, and have children with her. Now, it seems odd to us now. It seems odd to us now. I know that story seems strange. But in those times, it was quite common for men to have multiple wives. I mean, it was, I'm talking about in the Hebrew tradition, it was common at that time. So Hagar goes unto Abram, so to speak. And they have a child. And that child is Ishmael. Now, Sarai, by the way, Sarai means bitter contentiousness. Oh, God. That's what her name means, bitter contentiousness. And the reason that she's named that is because they're trying to symbolize a woman being what they would call barren, right? And that frame of mind that arises from that, not because today we would think that if a woman didn't have a child that she would be bitter and contentious. But in the times, it was like the whole worth of the woman was to be able to bear children to her husband, because children were like the greatest asset you could have. They helped do the work. They helped not just for labor, just for the whole continuation. And so you had somebody take care of you in your old age. So this then sets up that mental state of being bitter, and that bitterness comes out in contentiousness with others. Well, so Sarai is sitting around watching Abram raise Ishmael, and she's bitter and contentious. But the story on TV, they don't say anything about that. They say nothing. They do show her upset, okay? But they say nothing about the names and what the names mean and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, in his prayer, Abram gets the message back. Sarai is going to bear you a son. And then it goes to her. The name, the message actually comes to her in her prayer. And she laughs. The angel actually comes to her in a vision, right, and tells her that this is what's going to happen. And she just laughs and says, "This is the only way that this can happen." And actually, she was like 90 years old at this point. She's like 90. And but now remember, they lived hundreds. According to the Bible, they lived hundreds of years at this time. So she's 90, and she laughs. She says, "That's never going to happen. There's no way. It's a big joke." And the angel gets kind of stern with her. "Did you laugh?" No, she said, "No, I didn't laugh." But she did. But then all of a sudden, here she is, she's pregnant. Oh! So the baby's born, and they name the baby Isaac. And Isaac means laughter. Well, then they change her name. Her name is changed. When the baby is born, her name is changed to Sarah. And Sarah means beautiful princess. So now she's gone from bitter contentiousness to a beautiful princess at 90. Right? And Abram's name is changed to Abraham, which means father of multitudes. Well, Sarah's not that beautiful. In her mind. Because now she's worried that Ishmael is going to get the inheritance that she thinks should go to Isaac. And so she tells Abraham, you got to get rid of Ishmael. Now, Abraham loves Ishmael. And he's taught him and all of this. And actually, I think he kind of likes Hagar. Well, he's sitting in his own meditation, and all of a sudden he gets the idea, well, I think I need to send them away. And supposedly, the voice of God tells him, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. You can send them away. I'll protect them. And so, he sends them. He banishes them into the desert. Yeah. Well, Ishmael becomes the father of Islam. Ishmael is the progenitor of all of the Islamic people. And this is actually where that's why